Hey, Charlotte Reed here. Welcome to the ranch. On this video, we are talking about the frequency. I'm talking the MH, little z, the megahertz. You've seen how that's measured. Okay, you know that there's different megahertz frequencies for different, electronic devices and things that we actually can flip a switch on, right? But did you also realize that we ourselves have a frequency? Different organs of our body have a frequency. Different frequencies, different organs, different cells of our body, different frequencies. Also, plants, nature, natural things have frequencies, okay? This has actually been scientifically measured. You can go find the data, go Google it. Now, the cool thing is about frequencies is that they can be tested, and you don't have to have a special cool machine to test the frequencies. Okay, you can use muscle testing, and this is what we've previously learned in some previous videos. So now I invite you to use muscle testing to test the frequencies of some of the things around you to see if they are helping our bodies or harming and stressing our bodies. Okay, this is fascinating and I love it, and you will so benefit from being able to muscle test for the frequencies of the things around you. Your world is about to just like open wide up. Okay, so number one, go ahead and muscle test. You can actually muscle test for yourself and find out what frequency your body overall is currently at. Fascinating, okay? Now, in talking about the essential oils with muscle testing and frequencies, okay, megahertzes, MHZs, okay, we know that rose oil is the highest frequency oil we have on the planet, okay, the precious rose oil. That frequency of rose oil, I forget the exact number, forgive me, we can look it up later or in the article that'll go with this video. Rose oil is at the same frequency as our brain. Okay, highest frequency, like, woo, it's awesome, right? Okay, then you come down the scale a little ways and you've got cool things like helichrysum and frankincense, sandalwood, and then some of your basic oils like I believe rosemary and basil and thyme. Those are kind of lower frequency oils as opposed to the higher healing oils. The higher the frequency, theoretically, higher healing powers. Okay, although they do have different healing powers and different healing properties, the oils. So this is just simply fascinating. I invite you to test for the frequency of the oils you're using versus the oils that of other companies, for instance. That is fascinating. There's different ways. You can muscle test for yourself, saying, you can hold up the bottle that you have. Is this brand of frankincense a higher frequency than the brand I was previously using, or you can test them. How's the frequency of this? Another way to do it is to set your bottles out. If you have two different types of essential oils, set them out on the table, and you can put one here, put one a little ways away, and then take the top off. And it won't work really well, my hand is under it, so you want it to be on a table. You just take your hand down until you can feel like a warmth kind of buzz. You can literally feel it, a warmth vibrating buzz. Some people feel even a shock, like they'll feel a little zap. Okay, when you feel that, okay, that's where basically you can feel the frequency. Now, go get the different type of oil and do the same thing. You'll notice that your hand is in a different place. On one brand I tested, I literally had to touch the bottle, and then I was like, oh, there, I barely feel it. Okay, that was pitiful, and that just meant to me, that showed me that oil had a really low frequency, even though it was the same type, like from the same plant, the same type of oil, but just a different brand. So it is very important that we use oils of the highest frequency to get the most benefit out of healing. Okay? Yes, those oils are going to cost a little bit more, because you can go buy a dirt cheap oil with no frequency, and is it going to help your body? No. Is it going to increase the stress and harm caused to your body? Yeah. So we want to pick oils that have highest frequencies, okay? And you can feel that. Practice feeling that on different oils. It's cool. It is cool. Okay? Well, that was powerful. Since I'm holding frankincense, it reminded me of a story. I have a friend who has this $30,000 fancy machine, and she's a professional. She is I think she calls herself a professional energy worker, but basically this machine is scientifically calibrated to test the frequency of different things, different products, anything. You could take in water, you could take in your vitamins or your supplements or your oils. So this lady had a neighbor who knew that she had this fancy machine, and the neighbor was like, you know what, something's going on with my oils. It was another brand than what the friend with the machine had. So she's like, you know what? I know that my friend is not biased and she will tell me the honest truth. So I'm going to take it to her and I want to see scientifically what's going on with these oils that I'm using. So this friend took in her frankincense, and my friend the machine says, okay, go ahead and put it on the machine. I'm not going to touch it. You put it on the machine and we'll push the button here and it'll test the frequencies. Okay, here's what we're looking for. I said this ahead of time. Here's what we're looking for. We want it to be a +10 or higher, okay, for the frequency of whatever this machine's going to measure. Okay, if it's anything, a +10 or higher is going to be positive and good and helpful for our body. It's not going to cause stress for our body. That's going to be good. So we want a +10 or higher, okay? Anything below that is going to be stressful and possibly cause harm to our body depending on how low it goes, okay? So the friend's like, okay, enough said, cool. All right, let's see. This, okay, and then the friend who brought the oil in said, okay, so we've been told that this frankincense is absolutely amazing, it's awesome, and the frequency should be just like through the roof, right? We're gonna see this through the roof. This is awesome stuff. We pushed go, ran the test. The test came back with that frankincense, -60. It was stressing her body to a -70. -60 to 70. Both of them went, oh my gosh, is that even possible? How can something that is an essential oil that is pure from the earth, that's tested and pure, be that? -70. So the friend who owns the machine is like, oh my gosh, no way. You know what? I haven't tested my oils for a while. Let's try my brand. Different brand of oils. They put the other frankincense on, same kind, put this other frankincense on the machine, and they were like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? Push the button and ran the test. And the machine said that this, the friend's frankincense, now tested at +60. Okay, interesting. So which one would you use? That's kind of what I thought. Like, oh my goodness. And it kind of broke my heart too that there's other companies out there that would claim to be pure and potent and true, but yet not. And you can easily see that from using a machine like that. But what if you're saying, well, I don't have a $30,000 machine and I don't know who does? I know, and I'm not going to send my oils to her to test just so I can know. But the cool thing is you can test it for yourself at home using muscle testing or your own hands, frequency testing. Okay, you can do your own hand and do this compared to if you have the bottles out to compare, you can compare them this way, or you can muscle test it and you can ask, is this frankincense that I am using harming my body? Okay, is this frankincense that I'm using lowering my stress level? Okay, is this frankincense that I'm using the most pure, potent, and powerful frankincense I can get? You'll feel it. So I encourage you to check out the frequency. You can do this for things like the water that you drink, the cell phone that you hold, other things around you, the food that you eat. Test the frequency. Ask if it's harming or helping your body. Fascinating. Okay? And there's some other things that we can do to increase the frequency. And more on that later, but basically for now, go enjoy your frequency testing and test all the things that you can think of. Look around you. There's tons of things that are asking, for you to say, is this helping or harming my body? Awesome. Okay, enjoy the frequencies of your high frequency powered oils and have a great day. I'm Charlotte Reed saying love you. Bye-bye.